People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, somebody reached out to me and asked me if I heard about the incident in Halfway that involved a man in a wheelchair getting robbed, and how the man in the wheelchair end up squeeze off a couple rounds, and Halfway was chaos because obviously people are run up and down. And I was like, no man, double check your story. Go back, check back and see if the story go how you report it to me, because I was a bit confused. Because they were saying to me that a man in a wheelchair have a bag of money, the wheelchair man get juked down, and then the wheelchair man start squeeze off rounds off of the man them rob him. And I was like, that sounds like some kind of movie or something, right? So the person came back to me and said, yes, this is a real story, right? It's been confirmed. And then they were telling me as if the person in the wheelchair is a licensed firearm holder. But then I went on loop, and there is the story. But now the story gets even stranger, right? Because it turns out the man who get juked down is a district constable, but he's in a wheelchair. No, not trying to be funny or anything, but I wasn't even aware that they were members of the police force who were disabled. I didn't know that. I mean, if that's a good thing, because I don't think that people should be barred from being, especially a district constable, if they're disabled, because there are other roles you can do inside the police force. No matter, the police is not those people who patrol, you know. They are police for the desk work, right? So I was like, Jamaica is progressing, because there are some countries in the world where, you know, the laws that surround discrimination against disability are very strict, right? And I'm all for people who are disabled getting jobs inside the force, as long as it's not on the street, or it doesn't involve any kind of patrol, because obviously if you're physically impaired, that's going to affect your ability to chase down criminals, right? But back to this incident. It says that the district constable went to draw some money, and then as soon as him draw the money and I leave the bank, him get juked down, right? So right away, we know what happened, right? Right away, we know that somebody must have knew beforehand, or somebody must have known beforehand, that the disabled squaddy was going to the bank to draw money, right? Because it is extremely unlikely that this is a random incident, and I don't think he left that bank with a t-shirt saying, hey, I have a big bag of money on me, right? So somebody tip off these 87 octanes that the squad are going to draw some money, right? A matter of fact, it could even be the squad himself who helped set up himself, because a lot of people do that. Sometimes as Jamaicans, we chat too much, right? Sometimes we tell people we business too much. Yo, where I go? You know, say me I go down at the bank right now, me I go draw 500,000. Right? And you don't know we are tell things or who are overhear things. You might have talked to your brethren, but remember the walls have ears and the walls have eyes, and people that go, oh, you're going to a bank now, go draw money. Alright, we don't have to wait for you. Right? But clearly these men knew ahead of time that this squaddy was going to be traveling with large amounts of cash. Now, after the man them wrestled the money from him, right, he then pulled his weapon and started to fire shot off at the man them. again, let me remind you, this is happening in Halfway Tree. This is the second time we've seen an incident where police officers decided they wanted to turn Halfway Tree into the OK Corral. Right? Now, I understand, naturally he wants to defend himself. Right? But if the men are already gone and they're now running away, to then decide that you're going to engage them in Halfway Tree in a scenario like that, especially considering the fact that you are disabled, right? Now, engaging somebody in a seated position, because I'm assuming he's in his wheelchair. I don't know, maybe he could be on the ground after them wrestling, but I don't imagine he's in a position where he can take aimed, accurate shots. Right? He's either sitting in a wheelchair still, or he's laying on the ground from the wrestling what happened for the money. Either way, it's a bad idea to take on people like that in Halfway Tree. Right? This is how innocent people drop out all the time in Jamaica because of decision making like this. Right? Now, the man was a district constable, so we have to emphasize the fact that technically he's not considered quote unquote real police. Right? So we need to actually emphasize that fact. This was a district constable. Right? But still, they received training and he should know better. Right? But this story is just confusing from multiple angles. It's confusing because the fact that the men knew he was going there to pick up money and that he was going to have a lot of money, because nobody really got through no problem for 10 grand, 20 grand. Right? So the report said he withdrew a large sum of money. Now, you're a disabled man. Right? Even though you're strapped, okay, cool. But you're disabled and you know you're going to withdraw a large sum of money. You're gonna carry somebody with you? You're gonna get one of your squad of them to follow you? You're a member of the force. You can't say, yo, Constable Johnson, follow me, go pick up this. What, you alone? In your wheelchair? What, is that wheelchair bulletproof? I don't know. This story is very confusing to me. It's been confusing since the first time I hear it, and it's still confusing me now. Right? Incidents like this can be prevented. Please, people in Jamaica, if you're going to withdraw a large sum of money, if you can't afford one of those couriers, right, get somebody who you know is trustworthy to an extent, right? Or get multiple people, that way you can have one and watch one, right? But the idea of you going to pick up large sums of money, them days that needs to be cut out. Them things need to be cut out. Jamaica I run too serious right now. Them days are done. Days when you could have go bank, go draw 500,000-600,000 and put it in your pocket and walk and buy your business. Those days are over, people. We have to realize this is 2019. Dog a eat dog. The heart of man have become desperately wicked. Don't think because they're in a wheelchair nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Right? Them money take on women, children, granny, grandpa, anybody. So don't think being in a wheelchair is going to spare you. See, he was a district constable, he was armed, and the man them still take away the money and gone. Left him a fire all kind of wild shot through Halfway Tree. Luckily nobody got hurt. But this could have ended much, much worse. This whole story is a combination of confusion and lessons. That's all I'm saying, confusion and lessons. I hope you're a follow up on it, because I'd love to know how much money the man them take. Right? I also want to know why him decide him to go pick up this one bag of money by himself and him already see him is wheelchair bound. These men are taking on able-bodied police officers, much less you in a wheelchair. But at least there was no loss of life, so you have to give thanks to that. Money can replace, but life cannot. Right? So if anybody who have any extra information about this case, who was in Africa at the time, please let me know. Because this is just, as I said, confusions and lessons to be learned. Alright. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. This is Politics Watch. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless up.